Hey there, everyone. This is Jeffrey with Killaskila Gaming, and welcome back to Silent Hill F New Game Plus. Previously, we completed the Worship Hall of the Dark Shrine, the section where we had to face our friends, where we had to take out our friends, basically. And it was interesting. This time, we already had our Foxo slash furry accessories on, so I'm really intrigued. And there were some differences I noticed with that. But anyways, we're going to get back to this. And we are going to be going for... I think we're heading back. Heading back. I think we're heading towards Shoe's place, which means we got quite a few things ahead of us here. So before we get going, got myself a nice frosty beverage. So we're looking for several different things here in the mountains. One thing that's going to be a little bit of a concern for me is escaping the fog monster slash ourself. There's the chase sequence, and we have to basically get away from ourselves in that sequence. But I have several other things for us to be looking for, including our next research photo and another Inari-sama Box. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, that part I'm not really sure about. I completely forgot about that. We don't need no stinking pills. Had to say it. That is one thing we will finally get rid of in this section, supposedly. The frickin' pills. Okay. Chocolat. I got too much crap here. I should probably just get rid of some stuff. I'd like to find a shrine, though, so I can at least use... I really don't know what to think about them leaving, to be honest. Okay, so we got a few things we can pick up here now. I need a shrine, though, so I can get rid of what I might already have and decide what... Yeah, there we go. And decide what we want to do. Isn't one of the liquor things stock us here? Okay. Oh, so we did have quite a bit of stuff, I guess. Maybe we don't need to quite get rid of things yet. So what do we have here? Well, that's something that my family's always done. We make up words for things, and my mom and I tend to like pronounce things in different ways than they should be. Like, unless we're trying to learn a word or something, if it's something we just usually say. So if you ever hear me say something like dent ears, like we know, like, yeah, we would normally say dentures, but that would be too much though. Maybe the toolkits are bundled. Let's look at equipment. Okay, first aid is singular. Toolkits are in threes. Okay, so the first aid's really what I would need to dump, if anything. You know, we can come back here. I don't really mind that much. We might be running all over the mountains at this point, so... And we're definitely going to have to come back here because the blade, I think, is at the tree. I think that's where we end up getting it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think... Yeah, I see you. Oh, it's the plant liquor thing. What are you? Oh, good thing I found you now. I guess I can trade that in quick. Why take it with us? Let's build up some faith. I don't think the leveling up is going to help us much in this case, mostly since I'm not, you know, I'm not in any hard difficulty, so... Wait. Is this a dead end? Looks like a dead end. Dried carcass? Yeah, so that stuff pays off. Oh! Okay, I must have remembered something being there. Because my mind was like, I swear there was something. I don't know how that's going to look on camera, but that scared the crap out of me. Like, I felt that all over my body. And my door is like rattling right now because I have a window cracked and it's like probably in the 30s or something like that right now. Fahrenheit. I don't know offhand what that would be in Celsius. I actually know the Celsius scale a lot better than the Fahrenheit scale, but I just get used to it because that's what people use here. But so it makes my door rattle a little bit though when it gets windy. And I'm usually running pretty warm, so. But I felt that all over my body and the door rattled at like the exact same time. I don't think you can hear it rattling, but it's been actively doing it. Oh, my body's still feeling that. It's like that sends some weird sensation around my body. Wait, we didn't come up here yet. We got the axe versus the sledge. I think I'd rather have the axe. I don't know if there's one's actually better than the other. What goes up this way? I want to be thorough as we can here. I don't remember like where the chase section happens, so I'm gonna try to be cautious because I don't know if there's like a safe spot between here and there. Yeah, there's that little loop. I feel like I missed something here. Maybe not. We came from here, right? The path this way, and it goes off in two directions. Okay, this is just a box. So for New Game Plus, the Inari-sama Box is apparently around a gazebo. And there is an Emma around somewhere that I may have missed from the first playthrough. I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying not to stick too hard to the map because... Okay, can we go up here? I don't want the map to start throwing me off because this is kind of a weird route to take. Huh. You're probably not an inanimate object, are you? Or you won't be eventually, right? But yeah. I don't really see anything over here. Hey. Okay, yeah, you already moved. I hear you. Oh, maybe I heard you. using the wrong button. I was gonna do the charge. Oh, come on. Really? You were loud. What if I think I accidentally turned on my mic, my earphones a bit. So. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay, I'm not gonna push past you. Until we need to. I didn't get this yet. What this? Anti-comb. Okay. We did run into a bit of a gazebo back there. I wonder if the box was supposed to be back where that was. And I think Sugisato is the name of the mountain, right? Or at least the area of the mountain that we're at. Okay, so where did we get cut off? Yeah, 'cause this is kind of like a gazebo, right? Oh, yeah, okay, we did cross it. I was gonna say, didn't we already cross the gazebo and I'm here talking about it? Okay, Diary of Revenge. And then in the Edo period, Abisu Gaoka witnessed another faith-changing event. The divine tree, the symbol of their religion, was struck by lightning and burned down. By this time, the ideologies of the Tsukumogami faith had taken root, and sacredness was now determined by the antiquity of an object. The divine tree was not worshipped for subduing the water dragon. Instead, it was only due to the fact that it was the oldest object in the area, and so a new divine object was decided upon to take the tree's place. That next target for worship was the Inari statue. Before long, faith in the Inari statue itself developed, mixing with the Tsukumogami faith to create an amalgamation of beliefs completely unique to Abisogaoka. To this effect, the mongrel Inari faith here in Abisogaoka has almost no likeness to that practiced throughout the rest of Japan and boasts a pathetically superficial history. Even this changing of idols has been turned into some epic divine story by the priests. This is the nonsense they came up with. With the divine tree destroyed by lightning, the land lost its guardian, and the ancient evil water dragon attempts to rise from its slumber. Hearing the town's plight, a family of benevolent foxes traveled far from the west to subdue the dragon once more. The people's faith in them bolsters their power, but without enough power, the dragon shall awaken once more. So now they are convincing locals to devote themselves to the new god, Inari-sama. Water dragon, divine tree, Tsukumogami, and now Inari-sama. These pathetic people believe their faith has 1,000 years of history, yet it's been mutilated time and again to suit their petty needs. Man truly is a fickle beast. Interesting. Okay. Senitsugi. Alright. The believer's world and the god's realm are not impervious to change. No matter how revered a god may be, the believers can choose to worship another god, or the religion could prove impossible to preserve in its original form. The Tsukumogami faith, where one would worship old things, shifted over to Inari faith once the object of the worship changed to the moss-covered Inari statues. I'm sure that the mix of the Inari faith and Tsukumogami faith is only one of many cases. And once 100 years pass, who knows? The Tanuki statues of Shigaraki could be the next object to worship. Tanuki, that's like the term they used in Mario 3, right? When you had the little kind of bear raccoon suit thing. Yeah, okay, so that was the gazebo, I guess. I hope I'm not missing anything. I don't think the chase is coming up quite right away. But I know there's stuff that immediately comes after it too, so. But I've been watching playthroughs lately, not playing myself, other than like, you know, what I've just recorded for the series, so. And like as soon as I finished playing that, or watching those playthroughs, which took me a while. In fact, I was even like watching some of them at 1.5 speed because it was taking that long. Because I was like, okay, I don't need to watch the fighting over and over and over again, as long as I'm not missing any, you know, major dialogue from the creators. So apparently there is a new Amamori in the mountains. And I had gotten one originally. There was the horse one that we have from up here. And the one we're looking for is goat. It's just kind of a weird place for a chase, isn't it? The mountains. We get chased in like really strange places. I would agree. Yeah, this is where we get into the loop area. Which way do we want to go? We can get in there. Oh, that's a drop down area, isn't it? Okay, make sure there's nothing on the trail here. And I guess let's do this side for... Huh. Okay, what are you? Cool cat, okay. I guess I could, like, use... what do we got? Okay, well, let's use... We got plenty, and I like the knife, so... Let's just use them up. I don't think I used them that much when we were here doing my first playthrough. That gives a little bit of extra room, not much, but... What was it in 3s for those as well? See. Very nice. Oh, hey there. I don't want to trigger the chase. Hey there. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Yeah, durability isn't too great on the big weapons, but this can take a bit more of a beating. The other problem too is big weapons. I tend to short range myself, so... Can we get you? I think I know this place. Is this where we... Oh, that got me. Is this the place where we get the key? I know it's like a shack, but... I can't remember. I don't see anything. Let's head back this way. Wait, do I have anything to do this way? Yeah, I do. Did I go down here yet? Or did I come from this way? No, apparently not. Never hurts to look, right? You want to be thorough. Yeah, I think I wanted to go this way. Uh-oh, we did that again. What do we got? Give us some space, right? Yeah. Bandages and 3s, right? So you don't want 10 bandages. We want 9 or 12. Keep that space open. I think this is the place where we get chased. I just don't think we trigger it quite right here. You said hopefully? Okay. Would like to offload some of this stuff. Maybe another trip back to the Okada wouldn't be a bad thing. Oh, we need to move this. That'll give us our little shortcut, right? Yeah. Hello there. Oh, it didn't work. That didn't work. Oh! Oh, come on. That's cheap. Cheap. I had you. I had him. This whole playthrough is just me making like video game, movie, and song references, right? Wait. You told me to wait. Points if you know that reference. Okay. I'm assuming they're not going to start a chase in the middle of us here. Or in the middle of us here. In the middle of this place. Yeah, I know you're around. You can stop stalking me. I appreciate your, not you. What are you doing here? Okay, you come at me. Overhead. We should probably heal. We should probably fix this thing up soon. Man, the plant-infested ones sure do, that's the gate. The gate might trigger something, so I want to be careful about that. Nice. Okay. The thing is, we can always come back here too. We don't need to. Yeah, that's the only like new location. We can come back here later though, because we're gonna have to anyway. Bandages. Why not? Make some room. Oh, come on. Really? I'm gonna hit you with this a little bit so I can move around more. Oh, you're a little bit plant infested, not quite as bad as the other one I just took out. Alright. So, is there any place around here that I have not looked? I'm gonna run back just in case. And I'll probably end up editing this section down anyway, so... Who knows, you might not even hear me saying this. Just depends on how long this takes. We're not doing anything too wild right now. Alright, let's look at what we can use. Stamina we could do health. I think I'm gonna leave sanity for now, but oh, we could get it up. I don't know. That's what she said, right? Okay, let's go with stamina for now. 2,000. They're really milking me for this stuff. Come on. How far are we gonna take this? We always need that stamina, so. I kind of want to assume, like I said, that I got the ammo from around here. It could be after the chase. That's the problem. Is like. Look, dude, I'm thinking the same thing here. You're not alone. Well, I don't really care about Inko. I said she's been on our side as far as I can tell. Every time we've heard him say something, so she's just made herself obvious. And I think Sakuko likes us. I think she's just upset over us, you know, potentially leaving her. She doesn't want to be alone, right? Those are my thoughts, you know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you have answers, don't give them to me just yet. What I've been doing with this series is like literally I've recorded like the entire main series, and I don't think I started editing until I was pretty well into it. But I also haven't looked at anything with this part of the series either. Like I just have a bunch of recorded files and I haven't done anything with them yet. I must have missed that area, right? Okay, here we go. Not quite. Map of Sugisato. Okay, so we get the whole rest of the place now. I like the little drawing of Shu's face. That's funny. Alright. We don't need no pills. Yeah, we need the key. Toolkit. Okay. Ah, maybe the chase comes a ways up this path. Yep. Another Hokora would be nice. Keep saying like save spot. I'm like, it actually has a name in this. Oh, I bet this is the tree that I was reading about. Yeah, you're just gonna get up after I run past. I think this is the location. If the Emma is here, that means I didn't get it. If we find an offering, that might mean we did. We don't need no pills. I'm losing some of my oomph there. This is creepy. Okay, we still got a ways to go, though. I will say, the final boss of the first playthrough was pretty cool. In a weird way. I still kind of wish that it had made us either look like what we were turning into more, or vice versa. Because it was missing a face. Like, entirely. Like, we shouldn't have been missing our face. We should have been missing a part of our face. And I thought that was a cool design. You set me up for that game. The face I'm talking about. Yeah. You don't scare me. What do we got? Let's fix that up. Make some space. Use it up. Oh look, there's a safe spot, so I was panicking for nothing. Well, I wasn't panicking. You all know I wasn't panicking. I was just being anxious, right? We've all been there. Oh, you're getting up now, hey? So we're definitely in the right spot. Okay, can I get a nice... You know, there's too much of you guys here. Give her the stabby stab. No, stabby stab. Stabby stab. Give her the stabby stab. No, stop. Stab it. Go down. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's use up some of the healing stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I totally shouldn't have done that. There's a Hokuda right next to us. Okay, I'm not seeing any ammo here. And they've definitely started attacking, so... When you're exploring the woods, you gotta explore everything. Uh-oh. Okay. That's enough for sanity. I don't dislike sanity, but we'll get it up, okay. Now it's at least equivalent to health. Alright, so now we have a save. Oh, escape spot. Right. We didn't grab the key yet, though. This will be how we get away, right? Once we start getting chased. I don't remember where the key is. Let's look around. Wasn't there originally an enemy there? That's what they always do to me. And when you think you finally figured things out, they do something else, right? Oh, I can jump into the room full of bodies. This feels safe. Strange note, my sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely, so lonely. It feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, but even when I do, they'll go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they'll die. Mommy, why do you leave me all alone? I'm lonely, so lonely, it feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women, but even when I do, they all go away. That's not creepy at all. Can I go up? Is that a... Oh, that's the key, isn't it? What are you? The goat! The goat, that's the new one! Oh, I was totally not looking at the goat. Shoot. I almost lost out on that. Well, I guess I would have just come back later, but... dismiss what I said earlier. I almost missed something really important there. Take less damage when facing multiple enemies. Scales with a number of enemies. Yeah, I bet you could use it too. Alright. What's this? A crowbar? Let's switch that for the axe. I like that. Before we grab the key. Clear up some space. Make a quick backup save. I'll probably just save again. If it doesn't start right away, then I don't have to go Unless I have to go through if I end up having to redo it. Yep. Oh, oh, oh. Sucker. Whoa! It came right back after me anyway. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, me! Oh my god. Okay, this is a knife moment. No, 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 don't Dark Souls me. Don't Dark Souls me. Stop hitting stuff. You're not doing much, are you? Oh! Didn't like that, did ya? Didn't like that, did ya? Let's fix this up a bit, because I want to use this as much as we can. And I'll go back to my pipe. Okay. I don't think there's anything else around here. We got everything here, good. Now, in order to get back... I can't go that way, right? Oh, this is blocked. Okay. That makes sense. Oh. Okay, run. Well, we don't want to get hit, right? We can't get damaged. And last time... I don't remember what happened to me last time, but... Oh, did I take a wrong turn? I think I took a wrong turn. No, come on. I probably have to go by that figure. I'm questioning what that item was back there. Wait, which way is the gate? Crap, 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 crap. Hey, where's my trophy? I don't need no pills. Wait, did it count that I got hit, or do I still have to just go further? I'll go forward a little bit, and if it doesn't work, I'll come back. Oh. Yeah, it's back. I don't think I could have gone forward there, could I? This part I don't really remember. No. But then this is where I don't. This is where I'm not sure, though. At least give me an autosave that I can go back on. We don't need no pills. Okay, come on. Run, dude, run. This is the part that I got stuck on. There's like two enemies up here. How am I supposed to get past both of them? Oh, I didn't... How'd that work? Oh my god, I got it. Okay, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Just get me out of this. It took me quite a few tries, but I'm probably not gonna show them. I'm just gonna show you the one that worked because it's not really exciting. I don't care if it's over or not. I'm done with it. I got my trophy. Alright. I think this is where we're going to get our next research journal. Can I go back down? I just got like super distracted by something, so I had to step away for a bathroom break. We don't need no pills. A creator I really like just posted a video, and I was like, oh, I haven't heard from them in a long time, and I was getting really worried, and I just wanted to hear what they had to say. It was too long to watch the whole thing, so I'm still recording, but I wanted to at least get the quick gist of it, so... It's weird how we, like... We get to know each other, like, from a distance, right? When we do stuff like this. And it's like, I'm the type of person where I'm like, I'll leave comments. And I'll engage with people that talk to me. Talk back to me, I guess. But I'm not one to like jump into Discord servers that aren't my own. Or a part of like a bigger community that I'm already a part of. And so it's hard for me to connect with people on other channels. And so a lot of times I know the creators' content very well, but I just don't know what's going on in their lives necessarily if they're not posting it. So it can be kind of tricky. So I think we want to go up here. I think this goes to the cedar as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think our research photo is up here. But yeah, to me it's kind of weird that like... Yes, it is. But it's weird, you know, because it's like we have these like parasocial relationships with people, and I'm not against that by any means, but you know, you don't want it's hard to have them just like up and disappear and not hear from them again, because you start to worry about what's going on with them, you know, even if you're not like really close friends or anything. You know, we do make friends in some cases, right? Okay, research journal photo 4. The defeated soldiers needed a place they could hide to escape prosecution by the enemy army. They were unable to engage with anyone from surrounding settlements, so there was no way for them to purchase new goods. This forced them to make do with what they already had, and led to a culture where tools were used for as long as possible, which is a good way of doing things, right? The act of treating old tools with respect and reusing broken or unwanted ones was seen as a virtue and called kishu. Oh, there's a word for that. That's cool. It was thought that when a tool reached the end of its lifespan and was laid to rest, then both the tool and the god to whom it was offered would be pleased. Clearly a tradition born of necessity in a hidden village of defeated soldiers. Okay. All right. We got that. I think the divine tree is up ahead of us. So I think our offering requires us to go to Shu's place. Assuming I'm looking at the right one. I think we can still finish this though. Let me quickly check ahead. Yeah, okay, we can still do the Jizo statue before we move back to the Dark Shrine. That's our main goal, right? That's the main thing I wanted to do. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's like we grow these kind of parasocial relationships with one another. And it's like, I don't really engage with people with the idea that I don't want to get to know them. And so I'm perfectly fine if they want to share stuff about themselves, and I understand if they want to keep certain things private. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a safer way to go, but you get to know people in a certain way, and it's like you worry about them when you don't hear from them. And I'd say most of my really good relationships are with people online, so I've said many times I don't do well with social situations. That's so cool. I think it's pretty impressive the way it is. So I think this is where we get the blade, right here. So I'm not sure what's it mark it as. Oh, just put a question mark next to it. Nice. I don't think this would count as our Jizo statue, would it? I think it requires us to finish before this. I guess we'll find out. I'm not going to read that far in my notes. Let's figure it out together. Let's head back. So we want to go to Shu's house. This is going to get us a couple of important things. One is the item we're going to, of course, need to offer to the Jizo statue. And the other thing is that the pills will stop haunting us, I believe, at this point. Better head back down, though, first. So we don't want to go into the house, though. That'll pull us into the new realm. I think a big part, too, of doing something like this for me, like the reason I originally got into just doing content creation at all is because somebody said, why don't you stream something? Because we were all interested in a particular game that we were watching somebody else play and they hadn't finished it yet. And that's what got me into streaming, that's how we did it. And I'm not a big fan of streaming. In fact, what I'm doing right now is exactly what I would have wanted to do to begin with. The character for high fire can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I bet that's our statue. Yep. Cool. Okay. So we found it. So we'll have to backtrack here. I found a damaged Ojizo sun in the mountains. The character for high can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I wonder what'll happen if I offer something that relates to the character. I think there was something in the secret hideout Shu and I used. This is cool, because I don't remember if we got to hear about this in the main story. What pulled me into, getting into content creation in general was that, but the stuff I like is watching people do Let's Plays. That's what really got me into it, and it's not that I don't like doing other things. Streams are okay, but I just don't I don't want to watch a gameplay and listen to people talking to chat. To me, that's just, if they're streaming something I don't really need to pay attention to and they're just doing something relaxing, I get that and that's fine. But otherwise I really don't want to hear it. If you're there at the live stream and talking to people, that's one thing. But I'm not really that interested in hearing people talking in chat. Or seeing it when I'm watching stuff back either. That drives me nuts. And a big thing that I tend to do with content creation is like I watch a lot of creators, and I when it comes to new creators, like people I've never seen before, not new, like they just started, I do tend to go to people who literally just started in a lot of cases, or who have just been working on it for a while but haven't gotten very far. This is what I was looking for. We'll talk about this if we can figure it out. These flowers, I think these are our connection to the Silent Hill franchise. In fact, maybe when I'm doing my video edits, maybe I can throw in a picture of it, of what I'm thinking of, or maybe the game will do something with it more. But anyways, like, so I'm not a big fan of like what, like I said, I tend to watch like more static content. I watch stuff like this where people are posting videos for series, and like I can watch them play a game and experience the game and have an experience with them. And that's the stuff I enjoy watching. It's also the stuff that I enjoy making. I just happened to start by doing something that I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. Cracked Hibachi Brazier. Yep, that's it. Brazier, right? This brazier was filled with charcoal to stay warm until the large crack put an end to that. And kind of one of my philosophies on doing this is, you know, since I've gotten into the habit of sharing gameplay with people, I would rather just record whatever I'm doing and share the experience. And if somebody comes along and enjoys it, then great. Or if they come along and find it useful, or if they want to engage, even better. Like, I would love to talk to people about this stuff. You know, keeping it peaceful and nice, please. But, you know, I would love for people just to interact and talk to me about things. You know. That's what I really want, is to be able to share an experience, you know, and even if it's not necessarily up everyone's alley, maybe just a few people like it, then hey, something good came out of it, as far as I'm concerned. I think this is our spot, right? Don't touch the pills. There's a lot of pills in here, do not touch them. There it is. Flowers. Now she knows. I hope she knows. Can we see what that said, please? Winners don't do drugs. Okay, so I had 2 trophies written down for this section. I think that was the last one for now. So it said reached the Iwai residence without taking a single capsule and left the capsule on Shu's desk in his workshop. That's the really important one. I don't know what happens if we do this in the first playthrough because, you know, supposedly we're locked out of any other endings. So let's see what this says. I'm preparing myself for this. Letter to my partner. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways too. I don't like where that's going. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, and no matter what we do, we'll always be a part of the Space Army. And we'll always be partners. Got it? Thanks for everything, Hinako. Shu. Oh, I'm getting tingles from that. Front door key to Shu's house. The key to Shu's house looks like it's been left there, stained with dirt from Shu's long days of growing herbs. Please give me something different here. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body, you name it, and he'll be able to tell you. You can consult him with all those pains that come with growing up. Like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend the medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now he's really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps out. Huh. Yeah, 'cause he was the one who was into plants. That's all you got to say at that point? The pills are gone, so they shouldn't appear anymore. Okay. Okay, so what we want to do at this point then is to take the Hibachi Brazier back to the Jizo statue, and we are done with this section. But, as I want to point out again, these flowers are what was showing up in those documents. I really wish we could see what was in there. I want to see more than people pointing this stuff out. If you're a fan of Silent Hill and know which game these belong to, please leave it in the comments if you happen to see this before I figure it out. I'm probably going to do research on this before then, but if you know, I'd heard... On one hand, I was thinking Silent Hill, like the original, and on the other hand, I'd heard Homecoming might have had these in them. And if you're a fan of the original game, then you probably already know what these are, but... Like I said, I'll do... If I get around to it, I'll do some research, and whenever I get to editing this, maybe I'll include what I find. Or maybe I'll do that at the end or something, I don't know. So let's get out of here for now. We're not going to the house quite yet. We're gonna head back. Yeah, we came from up here, right? And where was the statue? It was on the way. It wasn't at the shrine, it was just on the way, right? Right here. Wait a minute, this can't be it, right? There was that closed gate at the beginning, that can't be it. Isn't that the gate we used to get back now? I wonder if we can go... I wonder if we can get into the other gate after we come back here later. I bet we can. I bet that has to do with the 5th and final Jizo statue. Okay, offer to the correct whatever it's called. Okay, my ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Alright. That should be it then. I don't see anything else on my list that we've missed. The creepy music is putting me off. I don't remember that in the original. I'm wondering if that has to do with what we just figured out.
Rinko?
See, now you can see the Shidamuku. The garment, not the creature. Just for clarity. She looks so cool on this.
私は恐れません。
And she looks so different. Run, hurry, there's no going back.
はい。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。私頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
This is so cool. I love the changes. I was almost thinking I should do like a side-by-side thing of them just to compare, but I'm sure people have already done that. But I haven't moved my recordings to my storage drive yet because I'm like, there's a part of me that really wants to do like a comparison. Oh, okay. This is getting kind of heavy for me in some ways. Maybe I'm just feeling a little bit raw because I'm tired and I just, you know, like I'm talking deep stuff here a little bit, to me at least. So this section that we're going to be going into next time, because we're going to stop here, but this section I'm really curious about because we do have a lot of things to look for here, but I do believe if we wanted to, we can just completely skip this entire section. So we're mostly going to be looking for new things here, and because like the ritual's done, like I don't think we're going to get those cutscenes anymore. I think it's going to kind of be like the enemies from the start of the game. We're just going to bypass that entirely. I'm curious. Maybe they'll do some new cutscenes. Who knows? That'd be really cool. You know, I'd like them to do something. Even though this section was kind of lengthy, it was actually one of my favorite sections in the first playthrough because those scenes where we were doing the rituals were so visceral. They were so just over the top. I actually really considered putting in like a content warning in there, and I ended up forgetting about it. Sorry for people who were taken aback by it if you saw it, but it was interesting. So anyways, that's where we're going to close out. Next time we'll pick up here and see what's different in the ritual area. I don't even remember the name of this place. I forget the names, but thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.